really mean by sustainability or even thriving. It really is about whether we are able to take our systems, and our systems include society, include communities, cities, countries, and also nature, from a state where they're in danger of collapse, of breakdown, and turn that into a situation where they break through, where they evolve and adapt and become even more high functioning. And so we do need the transformative approach, which is about changing the system itself, changing the rules of the game. You can't really be sustainable in an unsustainable capitalist system. Now, the way that I like to frame this is in terms of 6 great transitions that we have to go through as a society. But there is a transition which is about going from a breakdown of the degradation of ecosystems to a breakthrough of restoration. And we do that through an eco-services economy. There's another nature transition to do with going from depletion of our natural resources to renewal. And we do that through a circular economy. There is a social transition that is about going from disparity, inequality, discrimination, to responsibility in our workplaces and our supply chains through an access economy, because it's all about access to opportunities. And there's a health transition, going from disease to revitalization of our health through a well-being economy. There's also a technology transition, how we go from disconnection, from the unequal access to technology, to rewiring, using our technology to solve our social and environmental problems through a digital economy. And then there's the transition that's all about dealing with crises. So taking our inspiration from nature and creating materials that work with nature rather than against. Earth information systems and artificial intelligence working together. AI has its downsides, huge and energy-hungry footprint, but is also enabling us to use data in a way that we never could before to actually solve many of our social and environmental problems. So let me bring it to a close now and say that we are in a crisis time of hope because many people feel despair and anxiety. Partly that's because we're caught up in the news cycle and our social media doom scrolling, but it is a challenging time in the world, no doubt about that. All the more reason to hope, but not blind hope. This is actually an active hope, and that's why I just share with you a quote from Rebecca Solnit. She's got a wonderful book called Hope in the Dark, where she says, hope is not a lottery ticket that you sit on the sofa and clutch feeling lucky. It is an axe you break down doors with in an emergency. And we are in an emergency. To hope is to give yourself to the future, and that commitment to the future is what makes the present inhabitable. And I would also add that hope might be a scarce resource, but it's certainly a renewable resource.